Hello, my name is Liam McDermott. I'm from Gig Harbor, Washington. I grew up playing mostly sports. I played baseball, football, played soccer, and I wrestled. I played baseball, football, and I wrestled pretty much all throughout my life until my junior year. I stopped playing baseball and football so I could wrestle more. But outside of that, I grew up skiing. We had a mountain called Crystal Mountain, about an hour and a half from my house. So my dad made it a point to get my sister and I up there at least 10 times a year. I also love hiking. Being from the Pacific Northwest, there's a lot to do out there. Also boating. I really like wakeboarding. So grown up pretty outdoors, and I really enjoyed my childhood. But kind of getting into the Sanders reading, my favorite part about it is just pointing out the fact that the learner has to fail. And that's really what differentiates the learner from someone who isn't willing to do so. I personally find myself on the other end of the spectrum where I won't do something, I won't go out of my way because I know I'm going to fail. And reading this book has really enlightened me that that's not a healthy mindset, and that's not a mindset that's going to get me where I want to be. When I was reading, one quote I really liked was, "Too often students fear failing or not knowing the answer, but learning requires one to admit that they don't have the answers. One can't learn what one already knows." Just going back to what I said, my ego oftentimes will get in the way of me learning something new, and that doesn't go with just my academics, that goes with a lot of things in life. Anytime when I have learned something, I can remember a point where I had to kind of humble myself down and open my ears and shut my mouth, right? So I think that's definitely been the biggest thing that I've taken away from this book. And kind of how I hope to apply it in life is I'm doing civil engineering, and just kind of from like even really shallow social media dives and kind of trying to figure out what the difficulties about the course is, I've learned that it's very hard. I've learned that there's a lot of complex math and physics. So I really hope to use this kind of new mindset of in seeking out failure and being aware that it's a part of the process to success. I really hope to use that mindset and arm myself with really just the ability to learn. I think that's the biggest ability anyone can attain, is just the ability to learn, the ability to teach themselves, the ability to explain and understand to themselves. So that's how I kind of hope to use the Sanders mindset in my life. And then kind of just going on to broader goals I have for college, kind of stem into, I really hope to be financially literate coming out of college. I've watched my older siblings grow up, and I've watched them get out of college into the real world and really not know the basic life skills and not know a lot of the terms of things that, like mortgages, you have to pay all these bills. Like I know I don't know a lot of things about that. So I really hope to come out of college with that knowledge and not have to kind of get that cold water shock of, oh, I really don't know what's going on. So I'm looking for opportunities to take classes such as this class that talk more about maybe the economy, talk more about finance rather than just classes specific to my major. That's kind of a skill and a goal I have for outside of my major. I also hope to graduate college with a portfolio worth 5 figures. I think my dad's taught me a lot about investing, and maybe not taught me a lot, but he's taught me the importance of it. And he's really drilled into me that what I do with my money now is going to determine how I get to live 10, 20, 30 years when, God willing, I get to have a family and hopefully kids. So that's a big goal of mine, is to have a portfolio worth 5 figures coming out of college, and I hope to have one worth 6 figures as I turn 30. But other than that, I definitely am looking for more things to learn, really. But as of right now, those are my main goals. Thank you.